What's up, guys? We are back again this week, and we're checking out the all-new version 2 Surge Audio PS7000.1 half-bridge Korean monoblock amplifier. You can check them out at surgeaudio.com. Use my coupon code HiFi Vector to save some money. They also have custom boxes they're making now that look really nice, so definitely give them a look and check them out. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So this has some improvements over the version 1 that they had come out with a while back. We'll go over that a little bit later. But these are super nice amplifiers. They look a lot different than anything else with the case design. They have a lot of heat sink material, really heavy amps. This is a half bridge. So it's rated at 7,000 at 1 ohm and 5,000 at 2 ohm. It is half ohm stable. I don't see any half ohm specs on the website, but you get the really nice Surge bass knob, some Allen wrenches, and they even have a hole in the back with a screwdriver if you want to fine tune the voltmeter to match your vehicle or any other situation. You get your bass cable, the owner's manual, and again, this one is rated at 7,000 at 1 ohm, 5,000 at 2 ohm, and 2,500 watt at 4 ohm. So I have a couple of these amps and I haven't had any issues with them. They've been really good, so I'm excited to test this one out. So I'm going to give you guys a closer look, but you can see here the huge heatsink material, and it's pretty cool that I like it when amps do something different. They don't just look like the exact same thing. And you can see they have the clear plexiglass on the back with a cooling fan, lots of venting. So these are just really nice amplifiers, and for the price, they're pretty good. I think this is about $999 right now, and I'll put a link in the description, but they're super nice. So you have your 2 Tiffany ins, 2 Tiffany RCA outs, gain, subsonic bass boost, low pass phase, your remote. These are strappable, and you have your large 2 1-aught inputs, so dual 1-aught inputs. You got 4 10-gauge speaker outs, so everything you should need. Here's a look at the back. We don't even have to take the back off because of the clear plexi, but you have a cooling fan. And on the version 2, they upgraded the capacitors from 25 volt 3300 microfarad to now 35 volt 4700 microfarad caps. They also added an additional FHD 45N50 MOSFETs. 4 of those they added. And then they upgraded the old IRF 3205 MOSFETs to IRF 1404s. So that should really help with the reliability and performance of these amplifiers. But we're going to get it hooked up and we're going to see for ourselves. We're also going to do the half ohm test as well. So super nice looking amp. I know a lot of guys that run these and love them. I have 2 myself, and I haven't had any problems. I have the 3K and the 4K. So we're going to get it checked out. Really cool gray color. I really dig the logo and the look of these amps. I know I've said it before, but just super nice looking. Really heavy. So if you guys are going to mount these somewhere, make sure that it's going to support the weight. But let's go ahead, as usual, and start out with the certified test at 4 ohm. The manual says 2,500 watts. And this stops the reading when it hits 1% THD. So this is clean. And there you go. Manual said 2,500 and we got 2,903. And the efficiency seems very good. I'll put a chart up at the end with all the efficiencies and all the ratings when we're finished. And notice I'm running just about 14.5. I'm not running at 16, 15 volts, trying to help the amp out with unrealistic power. 2919 uncertified. So again, way overrated power. Some guys ask me to run 16 volts, but honestly, most guys aren't running 16 volts. Like even in the 15s, some guys are, but so I try to keep it in the mid 14s. Kind of a more realistic voltage. Plus that shows what if the amp could put out power, you know, at 14.5, then you know it's going to put out even more if you run it at 16. So there we go. Dynamic, which is short bursts, 2811 at 4 ohms. So very good so far. Did well over rated power. So now let's go ahead and jump to the 2 ohm tests. So at 2 ohm, the manual said 5,000 watts. Right there, 4685 certified. And I can't wait to calculate the efficiency because I think this is going to be super crazy efficient. Still just a tick under 4792, but again, I'm only running at 14.5. If you were running higher, you definitely hit that 5K mark. So 4792 at 2 ohms uncertified. That's a lot of power for a half bridge at 2 ohm. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this thing puts out at half ohm. I know they did some improvements on this for power and reliability, so I'm excited to see that. Dynamic. Let's see. Can it do the 5K? I'm sure it will. Yep, there we go. 5172 dynamic, 2 ohm, 14.35 volts. Well, let's go ahead and get to those 1 ohm tests where we're looking for 7K. This is what a lot of you guys are more interested in, the 1 ohm rating. And yes, it did it. 7,021, 14.23 volts. That is good power. So this amp's about $1,000 for a Korean amp that puts out this much power. It's a really good deal. If you look at some of the other high-end Korean brands, I know $1,000 seems expensive, but for this type of amplifier, it's definitely a good deal. A little bit more, 7,100 uncertified, 624.8 amps. Make sure you guys got electrical. Look at that current. Big power means big current requirements. So let's go ahead and do some dynamic burst. So if you listen to rock music with a kick drum, this is what you're going to be getting. There we go. Over 8,600 watts dynamic at 1 ohm. Nice. Very good, man. Very good. The fan on this thing's super quiet. You can't even hear it, which is cool. I had to check it, make sure it was coming on. The amp stands super cool, so I didn't know if it was just not coming on because it's cool or super quiet. All right, here we go. Half ohm tests. They don't give you the ratings on half ohm, so we will see what it does. 79, 77, so basically 8K. And as you can see, my meter went over the limit, so I will go back and recalculate that and put it up on the chart, results chart at the end. But man, 8,000 watts, half ohm. So a lot of times guys will take a 1 ohm amp and they'll wire their stuff to half ohm, so that way with impedance rise they're getting closer to the max output. But it still is nice when an amp can handle half ohm static like this on the dyno. So really nice. Let's go ahead and do the uncertified. See if it can put out a little bit more. Now this is all the way up to clipping, so this is past 1% THD. 8621, very good. Drawing some current. My power supplies are even kicking down to 13.66. May have to turn them up on the next one, but I'll leave it so it stays consistent now. Let's go ahead and do dynamic burst. Wow. 12,093 watts dynamic. 14 volts. Super cool. So ton of power, man, for a half bridge 7K. I'm going to calculate the efficiency here in a minute, but so far the efficiency seemed out of this world. I'll check that here in a little bit when I calculate it. So let's go ahead and get to the results. All right. And now for some data analysis. Efficiency and power calculations. All right, guys. So as I figured, the efficiency on this amp is awesome, man. Mid to high 80s, which is super nice when you start getting into amplifiers this powerful. they require a lot of power. So it's nice to have one that's super efficient because every little bit helps, and then it doesn't quite require as much power. And this thing did great all across the board. 2 ohm, it was kind of right on the edge there putting out, but 4 ohm, 1 ohm, half ohm did way more than rated, so excellent. Killer efficiency. This amp never went into protect once on any of the tests, even the half ohm, which is very good. A lot of amps I do, sometimes you might have one go into protect on half ohm or even 1 ohm. Nothing on this one, so very awesome. You guys check them out, surgeaudio.com. Use my coupon code HiFi Vector. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, check out my website, HiFiVector.com. I make bass knobs, amp cooling fans, other items. So anything you buy from here helps support the channel. I even make a dummy load if you guys want to do your own amp dynos or are in your manufacturer wanting to test your own amps. Here's also the bass knob real quick. I forgot to show you guys. It has the temperature, voltage, protect. The amp stayed really cool. I flipped it over here right after the last dyno. It's so cool the fan doesn't even have to come on most of the time, which is nice. But super nice amplifier. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about this amp. Is it worth $1,000? Do you like it? Do you think the power is acceptable? I thought it did great. Comes with the killer bass knob. Build quality on this amp is excellent. I'll put a link in the description below. If you guys like the content, man, please like and subscribe. I always, tell you guys, go ahead and comment. We all love car audio. Let me know what you think. If you got any suggestions for me to do on other amps or any subs, even speakers and component, I am here for you guys. So let me know what content you want to see, and I'll always do my best to give that to you guys. But
I got you, fam.
Super nice amp, man. This is the 3rd one I've done of these Surges, and they're really nice. I really like these amps, but let me know what you guys think. And again, like and subscribe if you guys enjoy the content, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Oh.